So going way back in the day, me and my sister, we used to go on a lot of road trips, a lot of family vacations, and in the back seat of the car, we used to play games with one another to pass the time. One of those games I remember was we used to have to create a beat. Okay, maybe you did this too. And this is going way back, okay? I'm probably a little older than some of you young cats, so these are in the days of La Bouche and Real McCoy, and we would have to create a new beat, but we'd always revert back to the beats that were already produced. So la da da dee da da, and then we'd say, oh, they're all taken. All the good beats are taken. Were they really all taken? Were all the good beats taken? How many beats have been created since then? Okay, hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands of beats that are really good. So, was it the idea of that they were taken, or was it because we weren't creative enough? And this is a silly, rudimentary example, but I know that this is going on in your life at some level. You're playing a story, you've got limiting beliefs going on about why you shouldn't enter that space, why there's too much competition, why the market is saturated, but these are just limiting beliefs holding you back. I want your mind to focus on the positive of everything. If there are a lot of sellers in a space, okay? And that's what you're talking about with the market being saturated. Well, that means that there's a lot of consumers because they caught on to something saying there's a need for this, right? And so if there are a lot of consumers, that means there's a lot of money changing hands there. And they will pay for the elite at a premium. And maybe you're just not being creative enough. But competition is a good thing, okay? Take a look at the NBA, the NFL. If competition didn't exist, that group doesn't band together. And because that group banded together, it increased the level of ability within the individuals, right? And it increased a market value for it, okay? Because it was a spectacle to see amazing talent. But that doesn't happen if they don't create a competitive force, a competitive league to showcase it, right? It's not going to draw big crowds playing at your local school ground, okay? But they understood, let's create the competition here. So the idea is I want you to understand the positive in everything, right? The NFL created something off of a competitive market and made over $9 billion in revenue last year, right? So the idea is that if it is competitive, that means a lot of money can be made in it. And I don't want your mind in a negative place. I can complain all I want about why government is wasteful with their money and how that should be changed and how they're so reckless. And I could just play this story over and over again and be mad at the system. But then I can understand if they're wasteful with their money, that means that they're spending a lot of money on something and giving it to someone. So I can be the recipient of that. I could be the benefactor of that. So I just need to be creative enough to be able to flip that script and understand how to go get it. But you're playing a story. You've got limiting beliefs why you can't do something. And you've got to change them. And you got to start asking the question, how can I be more creative? How can I be more resourceful? How can I be elite in that space? Because if I rise above a saturated market, I'm the leader. And I control almost all of the wealth in that space. Right? We love superstars, okay? We love Michael Jordan and LeBron James and Kobe Bryant, and they control the space in a competitive market. Why can't it be you? Stop making excuses with your life and start taking action towards everything you want.